I'm Stephen Biehl. I'm the golf course manager at Wolf River Golf Park, and this is my story. This is Opal. Opal comes to work every day. Ada is her big sister. My first golf memory was my first day on a golf course. And I worked at the golf course for a year before I even went out and played. Now I love it. Local community golf course in Bear Lake, Michigan, a Little River Casino Resort. Purchased the property in 2018. Since then, we've gone through quite a few changes on the property, with including a renovation in 2022. We reopened in 2023. The first superintendent I worked for was Rich Hollinger. He was a graduate of the turf program at Purdue. His first superintendent job was at the Ravines Golf Course, and I was the first person that he hired after he became a superintendent. Kind of took me under his wing, showed me what managing a golf course was all about. Did a 9-month internship at Nantucket Golf Club on Nantucket Island. That was probably the moment when I came back. I said, okay, I'm just gonna go into turf. This is our wall of shame. This is all the same person. He keeps running his hats through the mower. I think I'm the one that started this. I put the weed eater through the brush hog. I grew up in rural Indiana. I didn't grow up on a farm, so the tractors were a novelty to me. The ultimate tractor I'd love to have would probably be a John Deere GP wide track. These are original apple trees right here, and that variety of apples is the Wolf River apple. So that's how we came up with the name Wolf River Golf Park. Started to look for ideas of how to improve the property for the long term. And one of the key areas that we needed to improve was the fairways. Started to have conversations about when we would close, what we would do when we closed. And I pitched the idea that if you're gonna close, then you're gonna do more than just regrass the fairways. And that turned into a full renovation project. It was excitement from the get-go. I've always been a student of golf course architecture. One of the objectives of the renovation project was to maintain the characteristics of a local community golf course. We wanted people to come here and have fun. That's all fairway from tee up to around the green. We don't have a rough cut. We have a 7-gang reel master and a 5-gang reel master that we use to mow everything with. The golf course has to look like it's in the property that it's on. You know, it can't look like the golf course is forced through a property.
I think it is rare to find somebody who has both strategic vision and tactical execution. He's just constantly reading, constantly doing his research.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd say nothing's ever off the table. If the opportunity presents itself again, the golf course architecture is always going to be there. A project like this doesn't satisfy it, it just drives it even more. This is the original sign. This history was created by the community. We wanted to keep the history up, and this just felt like a good space to do it. Even if it's a small amount of time, spend a little bit of time just talking with each person individually, and also spending time working with them. Just today, 2 full-timers and 1 part-timer, we spent about 4 hours working together. My first job was at the Ravines Golf Course, heading back to the maintenance building, and I turn around and I see a small little tree flop over in front of me. And I said, yeah, I know what happened to it. And he goes, oh, I think a cart ran over it. I said, yeah, a cart did run over it. And he said, oh, did you see it happen? I said, yeah, I'm the one that did it. Be honest about your mistakes. Be honest about your screw-ups. And it's going to make life a whole lot easier. Now that I'm 30 years down the line, I think it taught me a lot more than I realized at the time.
It is a unique thing being a golf superintendent's wife. Shout out to the Wives of Turf. Stephen does a really nice job of balancing having that old school mentality of the way that you run a golf course, but also making sure that you have time for your family.
For me, I concentrate very hard on a routine. Each day of the week, we're doing the same thing that we did the week before. It's my job, sure, and there's elements of it that feel like a job, but I've never hated coming into work, ever. Marrying a wonderful woman, establishing a great life with her and 2 dogs, and enjoying a job that I get to go to every day. You know, I don't know how much more success I could have than that. I just need a tractor.